Nerdcave Plus. What's up, everybody? This is Zach with Nerdcave Plus for April 24th, 2018. I'm joined along with, he only does everything,
Robbie Rawls.
There you go.
You threw me off.
I know. You were expecting Bearded Sultan.
I was.
You're expecting it, but I just...
Curveball.
What I should do, every show, I give you a new name.
You're creative, Zach, but you're going to run out after a while.
You sure? Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. Robbie will get a new name every show that he's on.
Okay.
Okay? And they might not be golden, but he will get a new name every show.
I can't wait.
So, everybody, thank you for joining us. It is Tuesday, April 24th, 2018. We're going to be discussing all the video game news that you need to know. If you want to check it out on podcast services, it's available everywhere. Even
all over
Spotify.
the place. Yeah.
Even Spotify.
We finally got moved up to the big leagues.
The code. We were like, Taylor Swift. I called her up. I was like, hey, Taylor, tell me how to get on Spotify. And she's like, well, this is how you do it.
And that's how we did it.
And that's how we did it. Actually, I called Derek, and I was like, hey, Derek, get us on Spotify. And he got us on Spotify. But, neither here nor there, I might think Derek is Taylor Swift.
I mean...
He's not. He's not that beautiful. I'm
he
sorry.
is the reasons for the teardrops on my guitar, though.
He broke your heart.
He did.
You can watch us live, or you can check us on the podcast services, or if you feel froggy and you want to jump, you can jump over to patreon.com/nerdcave and support us there. But we'll talk more about that. Let's get into the news. Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
It's coming to the Nintendo Switch. And it's been rumored. These are rumors.
What kind of rumors? Pray tell.
That it will be coming out not 2018 or later. They're dropping the later. It's coming out this year. Get ready to catch them all over again, as Nintendo's upcoming Pokemon game on the Switch now has a rumored release date. 2018 is already shaping up to be a bumper year for video game industry, and Pokemon could soon set to join those of God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2 on this year's roster. Excuse me, wow. Next game in the long-running franchise will be coming in either November or December of this year. For anyone wondering, Pokemon Switch materials have been undergoing localization since late February, possibly earlier. I've already had confirmation that it's targeting a 2018 release. Educated guess based on previous Pokemon localization.
Yeah.
November, December. The last one we got was Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It's kind of like the rehashing of Sun and Moon, with some new Pokemon up in there.
Yep.
This happening this year.
Now, what kind of Pokemon game is this one, in case people don't know?
Now, are you talking about...
Is it going to be like the Nintendo 3DS version, or is it going to be a new property?
I think it will be, it will still have, the same tropes. I'm curious to see if it's more of a Breath of the Wild type Pokemon game. But what everything is leading to, that it's not going to be a reboot of the franchise per se. It won't be we're going back to Kanto, or we're going back to whatever else.
Going back to Philly.
It won't be like a reimagining of Blue and Red. It's pointing to that this will be a totally new Pokemon game with a new region and new Pokemon in it.
And see, that's something that we needed. We needed something that's going to be new and fresh to the Pokemon universe because, I remember for many, many, many years, it was every time Pokemon come out, I had to have that game, or I had to have the new handheld system for it to be able to play it. But for the past couple of years, I really haven't felt that way because, they are changing some stuff. But this is the reason that I'm wanting to get a Switch even more, is for this Pokemon game that's going to have new ideas. It's something that, we've been speculating for a long time over here at the Nerd Cave, is that we're going to get a game like this. And I pray that it is open world, kind of like Breath of the Wild, because that would be
so awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I know that's what we've been wanting for so long, is an open world Pokemon game. We compare it to Breath of the Wild now, but we used to compare it to Skyrim.
Yeah.
But Skyrim was the ropes that won't die. But I think that would be the best way to do it. And when I see some people in the chat that are hyped about it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one thing that I just can't wait to just get a hold of and just exist in there, because the last time I really just ate up a Pokemon game was all the way back at Crystal. That's where my last...
Oh, Lugia?
Oh, yeah. It just... that was the last ditch effort of like being like full Pokemon. You know, I got Black 2, I got Ultra Sun, not Ultra Sun, I got Sun.
The last one I played was Black.
I know I got Y as well. I was just kind of like, I started buying them, but I would like play like 5 minutes, and they're like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But this, I'm hoping that this will like reinvigorate me and want to be Pokemon all
it's already going to be invigorating as it's going to be on the Switch, and it's going to be something that you haven't seen. So I think that's going to be something that you're going to want to dive in, because I know you're busy at work and everything like that, but with your Switch you can do so much more stuff, like on the run when you go into band trips or something like that.
Oh yeah, it would be awesome. And with the success of Pokemon Go, like having something that is portable but actually is a game.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, Pokemon Go is a game, but like actually having something that is as in depth as like a real Pokemon game would be, it would be so awesome.
It would be.
Now, I read this, and last week there was an article about Black Ops. I didn't get to do a show last week. Black Ops changing a lot.
Some stuff.
Whew. Apparently, there's not even going to be a campaign now.
That's what I've heard.
I don't know what you're doing over there, but I don't like it. The only reason I play Call of Duty games, and I know I'm in the minority.
Oh yeah,
is for the campaign.
But I'm also in that area as where I play a lot of the multiplayer, but I also dive in and enjoy the story mode. I love,
That's the first thing I do, and then after I finish the story, I'll jump into some multiplayer.
I mix it up a little bit. I do some like when I first play it, the first thing I'm doing is jumping over to multiplayer just to see how it runs.
Yeah, and we've been hearing rumors that there's going to be a battle royale mode.
Oh yeah.
The overlords over at Blizzard and Activision, since they are trying to control the world, I think they are kin to EA in some shape, form, or fashion. They're trying to recreate success. We saw this happen multiple times with open world games and RPG games, and now the Battle Royale games are being copied and all of that. And
it's being copied in so many different things, too.
It's not only Battle Royale, but apparently Black Ops is trying to do something more like Overwatch. Charlie Intel, the most well-known site for Call of Duty news and rumors, is reporting a rumor that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is undergoing changes that makes the multiplayer more like another Activision Blizzard property, Overwatch. The rumors, which is sourced from a Twitter account of a user that claims to be a journalism student in the UK, seems to agree in parts with Charlie Intel, which claims that they have heard that Treyarch has been testing multiplayer that is more akin to Overwatch. The rumor states that Black Ops 4 is focusing on different heroes with different abilities, a removal of perks, and an emphasis on kill streaks to enlist character-altering skills. Both the rumor and Charlie Intel have heard that these things fell flat with playtesters and are being walked back to some extent, though Charlie Intel says that there's not able to verify anything in the development of multiplayer being chaotic. The rumor states that Treyarch is pulling back on these changes to more closely resemble Black Ops 3 multiplayer. What I was about to say, like before I even read this article, this is a dumb idea. The reason Black Ops is so loved, or Call of Duty in itself, is that there is a gameplay mechanic that it goes from one game to another. You might be wall running, you might be doing this, that, or another, but you got frag grenades, you got some of the best shooting mechanics that there ever have been. Like, Call of Duty's shooting mechanics are the tightest that I think I've ever played, and I know there's people, what about Battlefront or Battlefield?
Or Halo.
No. I will be the first to say.
We were diehard Halo fans.
And Gears. We love shooters, but Call of Duty
has the best.
Okay? And making it a hero shooter is just, you've already got that game, and that's Overwatch. Why make your biggest selling game? Because Call of Duty is still one of the biggest selling games, and I want to say 2015, maybe 16, it was still the largest selling game. I don't know about last year if it was, but why change the formula? keep doing what you're doing. If you want to add a battle royale mode in there, okay,
That's fine.
It's fine. It doesn't make any sense with the gameplay mechanics because they're different games, in my opinion. But whatever, to each his own. But making it a hero shooter doesn't make any sense. The perks and being able to customize your character was such a huge part of what Call of Duty was. And I think they're just trying to chase the rabbit right now, and they're soon to jump the shark.
Yeah, and like you're seeing a lot of games coming out with the Battle Royale mode because it has done so well with Fortnite and PUBG. But there's games that's not their wheelhouse. That's not what they're known for. And I completely agree. Yeah, sometimes it is great to get out of your shell, out of your comfort zone a little bit. But you're going to have your diehard Call of Duty fans who are probably not going to be okay with this. Like me, I'm the casual. I'll be like, cool, I'll play it. I'll see what it's about. But you're up there like, I know Johnny Peacock. He's diehard Call of Duty. He's not going to like this.
No. So I'm hoping that, like, they're saying that they've dialed it back and everything. The more they play test it, the more they will see what's going on. So hopefully it will get better. Now, Microsoft doing something interesting, which I know that this is something that has probably been being worked on in secret, but the closer we get to it, the more information we'll start hearing about it. Microsoft is hiring for future Xbox hardware. Microsoft has started hiring for a future Xbox hardware, leading some to believe that the move to the next generation of Xbox is well and truly on. It has been something out of a strange generation for Microsoft's console franchise, as the Xbox One has been part of the fastest selling console generation in history, yet has still been falling short of sales expectation in comparison to Sony's PS4. As such, it's no surprise to see Microsoft has been stretching its legs from a hardware perspective. In the middle of this generation, the company released the Xbox One X, of course, and bolstered like a ton of strength to the console and everything. And it is more powerful than the PS4 Pro. Like, I don't have any problems admitting that. It turns out the Xbox fans have the clearest indication yet that the next generation is coming. Microsoft has put out a call for a senior electrical engineer over on its career site with a focus on DRAM memory, and the job listing itself points towards a focus on future hardware development for Xbox brand. This is what the posting is. The successful candidate will be the primary technical focal point for existing and leading-edge memory technologies on currently shipping and future Xbox design projects, states the listing. That says, like, you're going to be working on what's going on now to, they do iterations of the consoles all the time.
Yeah.
We got the Xbox Arcade. We got the Xbox 360 I'm talking about. What was the other
Slim
one? Well, there was like the arcade, and then there was I can't remember. Anyway, then you had the Slim, you had the Elite, then you had like the 50 other versions.
We're not getting out of the Xbox One and PS4 for another I'd
2020 will be the earliest.
I was going to say I was giving it 2 years.
Yeah, 2020 I think will start. It will either be announced. I think it will be announced in 2020, and then we'll ship 2021.
Yeah.
That's just my thoughts on that.
So if you're buying an Xbox One X, you're still going to have quite a few years.
Oh, yeah.
Like, don't let articles like this scare you into, I'm not going to buy any more games, or blah, 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 blah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you still
got a while.
Yeah.
You still got a while.
And they're still going to be making games for Xbox One.
So I'm excited, that they're already started working on it. Of course, PlayStation's already started working on it. They're not just talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
And for them to, let's say they release the new console in 2019, that would be the dumbest decision that PlayStation has made, because PlayStation right now is close to, I think it was about 76 million the last time that they put out numbers. That would be dumb for them to release a new console until it's like, okay, we've literally squeezed blood from a rock. That's just my opinion on that. And then, like, you look at Switch. Switch is the fastest selling console that's happened in a very long time, and the attach rate to it is just amazing. So you're getting all of these things happening, and I just can't. I'm excited to see where it goes. But of course, they're going to be building new consoles.
Yeah,
that would be dumb for them not to already starting working on it because they're seeing the limitations of what they've put out so far.
Yeah, and you're going to have those people. Okay, you're looking. Okay, can we really fully go do all that we can do with 4K? There's so much you can do in that area. So they would be dumb to be like, okay, they're giving themselves enough time to fully optimize their systems because you don't want to put, okay, I have 2 years to make a system. No, you want to have it spread out between.
Yeah, you want like 5 years at least.
Yeah, so you can actually take your time. It's better to walk, not run when you're dealing with stuff like that.
Yeah. Another company that is learning and growing is Housemarque. Housemarque, one of my favorite companies, publisher, maker of Dead Nation, Alien Nation, Resogun, which is one of the best PlayStation 4 games of all time.
Yeah.
Housemarque has announced multiplayer action game Storm Divers. Developer Housemarque has given out a couple more details about its newly announced Storm Divers title. In an email, the company says, "Our newest title will remain in a slight shroud of mystery, but we can say that it will be a high-flying and heavy-hitting multiplayer-centric experience. It will be the first title that we treat as an ongoing service. This also means that there are ways to get to play in the earlier, and we'd love to develop it further with feedback loop in mind." Now, the interesting thing is Housemarque made the Twin Six shooter game. They were known for that arcadey kind of feel.
Yeah.
And we had reported on a few months ago that they were done with it. They had released Nex Machina, and then they released Matterfall, and saw that the sales numbers were just not cutting it. And they decided that, hey, we've got to change with what's going on. And them changing to more of a ongoing service, which is pretty much every kind of game model right now is a game as service thing. We've seen that this studio, which I had the pleasure of interviewing their PR rep a few months ago, actually a year ago.
Yeah, that's it's been a little bit.
It's been a while. And they were really excited, but to hear that they had to switch out of their wheelhouse is kind of sad. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they can bring to the games as service model and everything.
And sometimes switching out of your wheelhouse is going to give you way more room to grow. Because you've done what you can in that area, and you have to evolve with the time, and that's what a lot of game companies fail to do a lot of times is evolve with the times.
Mm-hmm. And you look at Guerrilla Games, which made the Killzone series for years. The first time they switch out of Killzone mode, they make Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh my gosh!
And a lot of companies, like you look at the slew of companies or developers that do Call of Duty, they will always be making Call of Duty games.
Oh yeah,
and they will never get to experiment out of it because they are locked in that now.
That's Activision's like ball and chain, but it's very lucrative.
Yeah,
ball and chain.
It is lucrative, but having that ability to change on the fly.
Oh yeah,
and I'm looking forward to seeing what Housemarque does, and I'm excited because they've definitely put passion into what they make. Another game company that is full of passion, CD Projekt Red, is making a new game. They've, of course, made the Witcher series and everything. But Cyberpunk 2077 release date might be announced soon. It's been a long time coming, but the release date for Cyberpunk 2077 could be soon announced by developer CD Projekt Red. The studio, which is best known for its acclaimed work on the Witcher series, has been working on its new game for some time. And, of course, they keep quiet about it.
Yeah.
That's not to say the developer has been silent, of course. Already fans know that CD Projekt Red is planning to make Cyberpunk 2077 its next blockbuster franchise, for instance, which explains why so many fans of the studio's work have been happy to let CD Projekt Red do its own thing. Thankfully, the wait for the launch date for Cyberpunk 2077 may soon be over. CD Projekt Red's latest financial report, delivered by its management board, made some interesting reading for those waiting to know when the game is coming out. Effectively, the report stated that CD Projekt Red will not be paying dividends to stakeholders this year, which is something of an anomaly for the highly profitable company. The reason for this change is that the funds will go instead towards promoting and marketing. Of course, this means that the marketing campaign for Cyberpunk 2077 is likely to start soon, and financial impact will be caused by CD Projekt Red's independence this time around, paying out for the promotional budget on its own without ties to another distributor.
Now, I mean, it's smart that they're moving money to the promotion side of things, because as we've seen here, you got to get your name out.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, if they're going to do anything like they did with The Witcher, which, you know, I've only played a very small amount of The Witcher, but it is a beautiful game.
Yeah, and they have recognition. Their name, CD Projekt Red, has recognition because of the Witcher games. Cyberpunk 2077 is hinted at being a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Which will be very
different. Yeah, I mean, different than what The Witcher is.
And we had just talked about, you know, sometimes you need that to keep everything, the juices flowing, as some people would say.
The market's always evolving, and you got to evolve with it.
Yeah, and I'm excited for it because they do such an amazing job at storytelling. They care so much. They put so much depth in their games. Like, if you played The Witcher and you played everything in it, you probably would still be playing because there's so many freaking side quests.
Just like Skyrim, like that's why I never beat it.
Yeah. Well, with The Witcher, they're a lot more in depth as well. So, like, it's just so much to it. So, I'm curious to see what we get from this. Will it come out this year? Probably not. I would say 2019 at the earliest. 2020 makes a little bit more sense.
I'm saying the tail end of 2019, like you're in November, December time.
Yeah. When did Witcher come out? I think Witcher came out in like Q2.
Wasn't it June or July?
I think it was in it was like April, May, or June.
Okay.
I want to say. I don't know. Let us know in the comments down below when that came out. Now, you know, that's all the news. Yeah. But if you want more stuff, if you want to keep the lights on at the Nerd Cave, all you got to do is go over to patreon.com/nerdcave. Go support us at the $1 tier or higher. You can get a lot of cool things. You can make Robbie holla, because everything that you do over at patreon.com, supporting us and everything, it makes everything possible.
Yeah,
without that support,
it goes back into this.
So it helps us a ton. It helps us a ton. So if you want to check us out over there, patreon.com/nerdcave. Check it out. Support us there. And if you can't, sharing this live show.
It's caring.
Yes. It can be fun. It's like that gum commercial. You remember that gum commercial? It was like a Juicy Fruit commercial.
Oh, I thought you were talking about I get paid in Trident Squares or whatever.
Yeah, that too. You know. Would you? I don't want Trident Squares. I want
Juicy Fruit.
Juicy Fruit, but you know.
Zebra gum.
Ooh, zebra gum.
It might have only lasted 30 seconds, but it was
the best 30 seconds of our
ever.
Now, Cyberpunk 2077 is a long ways away. We don't even know when they're even gonna announce when it's gonna be announced. We don't know yet.
We don't.
But if I wanted to know when the newest games are gonna be coming out, where would you go to find that information out?
The Nerd Cave Plus.
For yesterday, April 23rd, Gal Gunvolt Burst Heroin Characters DLC for the PlayStation 4.
I'm going to stop you right there real quick. This is the part where everybody gets to enjoy Zach butchering names. Continue.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Saturday Morning RPG is coming to the Switch, which I've only heard positive things about that. So I'm glad that it's coming to the Switch.
Positive is better than negative.
Game releases for today, April 24th. Cluster Tumble for the PlayStation 4. Code 51 Mechana Arena for the PlayStation VR. Cosmic Star Heroine for the Vita. Dead Secret for the PlayStation VR. So we already got 2 PSVR games so far. Devious Dungeon for the PlayStation 4. Vita! The Vita lives!
The Vita will never die.
Emily wants to play TOO for the PlayStation 4. It's a horror game.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, love watching Markiplier play it. Firefighters The Simulation for the Switch. Firefighters Airport Fire Department for the Switch.
Oh.
Gal Gun 2 for the PlayStation 4 and Switch. Hello Kitty Cruisers for the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if Robbie had a Switch, he'd be getting that. The Invisible Hours for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. If they're invisible, how can we play this game?
I mean, we watch John Cena wrestle, and we can't see him, so...
True.
I got you there.
True. Jolt Family Robot Racer for
Oh.
PlayStation 4. Just in Time Incorporated for the PlayStation VR. Max the Curse of the Brotherhood for the Switch. Mighty Gunvolt Burst Tenzu Character DLC for the Switch 3DS. Pick a Pix Color for PlayStation 4 and Vita. Vita lives. South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Fractured Butthole.
Yes, Butthole. With Danger Deck and From Dust Till Casa Bonita DLCs for the Switch. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition Falke Characters DLC for the PlayStation 4 and PC. The Swords of Ditto for PlayStation 4 and PC to leave the PlayStation 4. That covers all the games that released today. How can you play all these games? And
How can you pronounce half of them?
How can you let some of these games be released with crappy titles? I'm just saying. Contact me. Come on, game developers. I will help you.
We can come up with at least somewhat better names.
Yes, that's pathetic. Game releases for tomorrow, April 25th. Emily Wants to Play 2 for the Xbox One. Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery for the iOS and Android. I guess that's
it's similar to
Pokemon
Pokemon Go, but it's going to be you're going to be Expelliarmusing all over the place.
Patronus. Not Patrona. Patronus. Runestone Keeper for the Xbox One. Sinner Sacrifice for Redemption, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC. So, is it a game about Jesus? Sinner Sacrifice for Redemption.
Oh, I mean,
Just wondering. Where are my friends? For the
I'm right
Switch.
here.
Hey, yeah, you're right here, man. So there you go, guys. There are all the releases for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. There you go. That's all on the books right there. Let's see if we got any questions in here. Nikki says, I'm hyped about the Pokemon Switch. Can't wait to see more confirmed information. Us too. I'm
Same
stoked
here.
for that. Cecilio says, open world Pokemon is the thing of dreams, or something with shared instances/areas. I think it would be so awesome to, like, let's say we're playing Pokemon
and
right
we
now.
come across each other and be like, let's battle.
Like, if we're sitting in the same room, we're on the same network and everything, we're able to play.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're able to take a gym down. We're able to murder a town with our Pokemon.
Oh,
I mean,
you just got really dark.
You know, I remember the days of Fable when somebody would kick my dog. Fable 2, I'd murder everything. Oh, Nick says, the only thing that matters in gaming is God of War, which I'm looking forward to playing some God of War.
Stay tuned, because we will end the stream and start another one with our gaming, and we will be streaming
God of War.
God of War.
Kevin Fowler says, I like the format of this show. Well done, guys. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate
Well, he also said, Titans hat. Ah, yeah.
Oh, I guess I missed that one.
That's all. That's all that matters.
Okay.
I'm
Well, there
tired.
you go, everybody. We hope you enjoyed the show. You can check us live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. You can enjoy us live. You can enjoy us on the replay. You can enjoy us on podcast services around the world. You can enjoy us over at patreon.com/nerdcave. You can enjoy us 7 days a week.
Every day. All day, every day.
And you can even travel to the fifth plane and enjoy us there. But there's only room for me and one other person in the fifth plane. You want to know what the fifth plane is?
What is that?
That's winning Rainbow Road. I'm talking about the difficult Rainbow Road. But racing it 5 times and winning all of them and not falling off.
That's impressive.
It's impressive. That is the fifth plane. I made that up after an 11-hour bus ride, and I was very delusional. So there you go, everybody. We hope you enjoyed it. My stream deck apparently is not. There we go.
Streaming.
It's streaming. There we go. Cool. It went to sleepy time. We hope you enjoyed the show. We will be back with more awesome stuff. This has been Zach.
And Robbie.
Have a week.